I am here to talk about an injustice that the entirety of the Star Wars community needs to take responsibility for right now. Here is the debate. There's this trend that's going on TikTok and on social media where it's just one of the speeches from one of the newer Star Wars movies, and it's just like, in what versions of galaxies or storylines like Lord of the Rings and pop culture media stuff that could not survive against the Star Wars universe. And one hotly debated is Halo, and I'm going to be real honest with you, Halo would beat them in the world pulp. But anyway, that's not the point of this video. The point of this video is someone had to open their mouth and said the wrong thing. Ah yes, the well-rounded, well-seasoned, well-written clone Commandos. Cannot doubt their ability and their contribution to the storyline. There's a big capital but coming. You'll see in a second. Who could these clone Commandos, what could these Star Wars fans possibly think could go against in the Halo universe against these really well-dressed, suited-up Commandos that look like super soldiers? Say Cap. Say fucking Cap. God fucking damn. They think that not only do they have a chance against Master Chief, but any Spartan 3 any day, y'all are out of your goddamn mind. Sure, genetically engineered clones that are mass printed, that are given explicit, fantastic training. Okay? Right? Stay with me. Not doubting the ability of the clones, the clone Commandos, or clone troopers in general. Be a kid so smart, literal geniuses, literal like creme de la creme crop. They are hand-picked, stolen from their parents. They're given a clone that only lives for a short time, so you fucking die in your parents' eyes. Your parents think you're dead. They'll never come looking for you. Then, over years, you are trained into being everything the UNSC has on fighting. Everything. You're gone through not only genetic, but physical transformations and body dismemberment and reattachment, and making your body the peak it could ever possibly be, which leaves your body scarred and in pain. And then, when all that is done, if you even survived the process, you don't want to know how many kids died in this situation. You don't want to know. When you do survive that process, you're put in a suit that was not only requiring you to have all these body transformations, or it would rip you apart and then throw you into, which was originally anti-terrorist activities, now absolutely whooping the shit out of the Covenant, at least in typical battles. And that's just earlier generations of Spartans. We're not talking about the Spartan 3s, which were even marginally stronger and better in ridiculous ways. And you're going to look at me with a straight face and say that a clone commando has a... Do you know the clone commando equivalent? There we go. An ODST clone commando, now we're talking. That's interesting. There's stakes there. I can appreciate the level of class and skill between a clone commando and an ODST troop. But if you think you stand the chance against them, I guess you're gonna die brave, I guess. That's end of rant, though. I mean, look, I love Star Wars, but it is a fantasy space opera. It's not a science fiction space opera. It is a fantasy space opera. I'm not going to call it science fiction with a straight face. I have more self-respect than that. But don't get me wrong, if there's a new Star Wars movie, I'm going to go watch it. I just know your boundaries.